Hi guys, welcome. This is my second go to do this video. Hopefully there'll be no interruptions this time. I'm not affiliated with the affiliation program with Temu, but I do buy stuff from Temu. So I just want to do some videos maybe once a week or when I can on the products that I buy from Temu. I had bought this. It's absolutely beautiful prints. Hang on, we get it focused. It's scrapbooking paper. It's 6x6. There's 12 designs in there, 2 of each. 2 sheets of each design. There are 160 GSM cardstock. They're so pretty. They're really, really beautiful. So I'll put that up there, and I'll just show you the papers I've got. I've already cut one up, but I'll show you that as I go along. So this is absolutely beautiful. I really love these ink style sort of papers. I do my own, but I was just really taken with the style of these papers from Temu. They are called Starry Sky style papers. They cost me $5.29 Australian dollars, and I'll put all that links down below. They're absolutely beautiful. I do paper jewellery, doing paper beads, that sort of thing with jewellery. I also do scrapbooking and journalings and all those sort of things, but these just caught my eye to put them into jewellery. And they do come up really, really pretty. That's this one here, but what I did here, this is the one that I've already cut up. It was really nice, but I added gold acrylic paint to it. So that's all that's left out of my 2 sheets there. That's what it looks like. And I've marked out for beads on the back of that. And once again, I also put gold acrylic paint, just cheap acrylic paint I buy from Kmart, which is $2. This is the one that I've cut up and already done. I've got my little pieces here somewhere. Here we go. These are the ones that I've cut up, and they're the little beads that I made. That's from this one here. To make jewellery. These ones here will be the earrings, and that one there is going to become the pendant. And I've put gold edgings around there. And the shapes are just cut out of normal cardboard. I use scrap cardboard. As you can see there, they're just scrap cardboards I use. So, and then the chains I'm going to use is also from Temu. These crosses, I'll use the chains. Because I got these specific to do rosary beads. I was asked to make some rosary beads. So I just love the crosses. They're absolutely beautiful. And I also got the medallions, which I haven't got out here, but that'll come in another video that I'll do. So I'll get started. When I do this, I go up, put it behind the light of the window, and then I put that underneath to work out where it'll look best. You could go this way. It'll give you a good idea. But I sort of see it through the window by moving it around underneath to get the good spots. So I've already marked these out ready to cut. See, they're just normal shapes on cardboard I do. So what I've done, I've got two here to glue. These ones here are already glued and dried. On the pendant I put 3 strips on the pendant, and I've got 2 on the earrings. Any shape you choose to use. For doing this you will need a pencil, a ruler, maybe a razor, scissors, glue, of course your cardboard, and I also use a fingernail file, just an old one that I've got laying around, and I'll file the edges to make sure that all my edges are nice and even. That gives that nice finish to them. And to glaze them I use PVA equal with water, half and half, to coat over my paper and that first. And then I use, which I haven't got out here, it's a varnish I put over the top, which makes it quite hard. And they are basically waterproof, but then we keep in mind we are dealing with paper. If they're left around water or whatever for a couple of days and that, they will fall apart. You just treat it like you would with your expensive jewellery. You don't hop in the showers with expensive jewellery on, so you don't do it with this. I'm just pushing out all the air, the glue, making sure I got it all straight. So I'll set that aside. Then I get my file and I just file where you can see where pieces are a little bit out of shape. So I just file it down where it's all straight and level. No pieces sitting out. On it. So you see that's quite flush against there. It's all level. So I'll just wipe this down. And I'll cut out my pieces of paper. Cut out the other two. rid of my scraps. Put that piece over there. I can use it for some more pieces. And the varnish, I put about 3 coats on of varnish on these. So I'll just turn them over so I can work out the pieces I want on the front. 1, 2, 3. I've only done one, haven't I? Better file that one down. And once I get these put together, I'll leave them dry before I add the sealing of the paper with the PVA and water. I don't like Mod Podge, so I don't use Mod Podge. But PVA and water is the same as what Mod Podge is anyway. So the Mod Podge I find is very sticky, so I sort of don't like Mod Podge very much. Okay, now I've got my pieces. My thicker piece is my necklace, so I'll choose my necklace piece first. That might be, and then my earrings. Maybe I'll go that one. Maybe I'll go that one. That one can go to the back. And I'll put that one underneath, and that one can go to the back there. So I'll glue them on. So I'll make sure my glue's all over. And I'll just move it around to make sure that the glue on everything, and that way it will stick. Properly. Wipe my excess glue off, and then I'll use my bone folder to squeeze out the excess glue. I'll set that one there. Then I'll do the other earrings before I put the back on them. Sorry, my desk is a little bit messy. I've didn't sort of straighten it up after I did some craft yesterday. It's when I started doing a video, but I was interrupted, so I had to take emergency call and then stop the videos, which I stopped accidentally. I meant to pause it but hit the stop button, so I thought, oh well, I'll give it another go. So I'm back doing it with another go. So, okay, that's one earring done. So I'll glue this one on. So I'm just moving it around to make sure that everything glued. I'll sit that there to dry. Now I'll put the back on my necklace, my pendant piece. Make sure I've got that the right way. Okay. Put the back on my earring pieces. Once they've all dried, I will then sand back again to make sure I've got no excess paper hanging over. And I should have put that the way around, I think. Might be better. Yeah. Just make sure you have them the right side up, your choice, before you put them, glue them down, because otherwise it's going to be hard getting them back off. I'm just using PVA glue. I use that for everything. I don't use anything else but PVA glue I get from the hardware. I'll put that one on the bottom also. See, there's a little bit hanging off there, so I'll just trim that off a little bit. It's only a little tiny hairline, little hair fracture piece I had to cut off. It's sticking to my fingers. I'll put that one on the bottom there. Oops. So there's my little pieces. They look pretty cool. So I'll leave them sit down and dry. I'll wait till they're well and truly dry then before I start sanding. Now I'll do the beads, and I haven't got my bead roller here, have I? Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a sec, and then I'll go and get my bead roller. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to put 3 strips together. I think it's 3 I used. I should have wrote it all down, but I didn't. 2, 3, 1, 2. I might have to cut another strip. I'm just winding my keeping them all together, and I'm just rolling them. Then when I get to near the end, I'll trim off 2 of the little pieces that's there, so that they'll only have the one piece showing when I finish off, instead of having it in different lengths. Okay, that's my one bead. Okay, and you can see a black line there. That's the a little gap where you slide your paper in to roll your beads. So I'll cut another piece of paper. Go this way, and my beads are 1 centimetre long, and I've got them down to a point. As you can see, they're cut to a point. So I'll put the 3 of them together again. And I'm just sort of running through my fingers to make them easy to wind. Now where the little gap is there, I slide my paper in, as you can see there. It just slides in that little gap. Then I hold it a bit firm till I get it to start to roll, and then I start rolling, making sure I got both ends looking equal. Okay, once again I'll trim off 2 of my long leggy bits when they look like that. You can see there. That. Then I'll run the glue on each one, along each one, then I'll wind them up, keeping them together. Okay, and I'll make sure I've got my shape. If it's not quite in shape, I'll just move it around till I got it in shape. So there's my 2 beads, and I'll roll the rest of those off camera. And I think my other bead just did a runaway. I'll most probably find it on the floor. Usually that's what happens with me, although there it is. These are my 2 beads. So I'll put these pieces here together now, except for that. I'll just put my findings on and join my earrings up, because I need to glaze these. I dip them first in a glaze, which I will run and get. I'll just pause you again. Okay, back. I use this to do my dipping. I've actually accidentally had showered with my paper jewellery on. Nothing happened. Yeah, when I go shopping, I'll go and have a shower that afternoon before going to bed, and I forget to take my jewellery off, which I quite often do. But they haven't fallen apart. But I'd say if you leave them in water, sitting in water for 2 days or something, they will get loose. But I have had these in water up to a day. Yeah, and they've never lost their shape or their shine. You don't have to use, this is the other one I use. The lid's a bit loose on that. I use that. It's very highly durable, hard wearing, and it dries very fast. Yeah, and I don't find that the it loses its gloss. If your jewellery happens to get wet, it stays glossy. Some varnishes or gloss that you can use may lose your the gloss a little bit, or it may come off and go cloudy, but these don't. So that's why I like using that, and I've used that for lots of different things in crafts with decoupage. I've got tabletops that I've decoupaged using that varnish, and you know, using varnish you eat at the table, that sort of stuff. It holds up really well. My jewellery pieces I've also got from Temu. These are just all my jewellery pieces I've got from Temu, so they're very cheap, and I find that the little pins and that are quite strong, better than another place where I've bought them from. They're quite strong, so yeah, I'm really happy with them. The only fault I found with one type of the earrings, they were breaking off. I went through a half a dozen before I got to the where they weren't breaking. But then you get that in any of the earrings, I think, when you buy them from other places too. They're the ones that I found they just snap off. But I didn't have a problem with as yet with these ones. They seem to hold up, but I do really like these ones here. I love that shape. So yeah, so I'm going to use those ones, I think, 2 of those. And what else do I want to use? I need some jump rings, and I've got some pliers here for that. I need a couple. There's 1, 2, whoops, 2, need another one, 3, there we go. So I'll put those back in. I hit the floor, nearly lost it. What else do I need? That's about it. Yep. I will add some paper beads when I get and glaze them. I'll add them to little dangles. These are other pieces I've made, and I've added beads and that to them, so I'll do that with these as soon as I glaze my beads. There's my paper beads, all been glazed and dipped and glazed. And they're the ones I've added little tassels to. The papers are actually vegetable spinning paper. I've did my own paper for those, so I'll add those to them. That's another one with a different so yeah, and you can hear they're quite strong. So I'm just going to separate them. That's one in there. I did want to put little tiny eyelets in these, but I have to look for a small tool that will actually spread the eyelets, set the eyelets in, because I've only got the bigger ones. Oops, that won't, it's too big to do my little tiny eyelets I've got. That one doesn't want to go in. Come on, you need to fit in there for me. Okay, we got it in. Around you come. So I need my earring to go that way. Just remember when you put your earring hooks in that they're actually the way you want them to be, because I put some together the other day and then realised, oops, I didn't have them meeting up properly. They sort of went the same direction, not the opposite. Like that one will go in my left ear. So my other earring will have to go, which way do we go? That's my left. There. That one will have to go, yeah, opposite direction. So it'll have to go that way. I think that's right. We shall see. I'll separate that out. When I separate my earring, my jump rings, I just pull them, twist them that way without pulling them apart, because they're easy to meet up when you close them. They'll meet up exactly in the right spot. Oops, there you go. I made a boo-boo. I need to separate that again. I'll find my opening. Where are you? There we go. I forgot to put my hook in. Okay, so there's my earrings. That one that side. No, I've got them wrong. There you go. Yep, I have to turn my, I'm sure. That one. Yep, I've got to change my earring around. How about that? I did the same what I did the other day. Put my hook in the opposite direction. So I've got it going that way. I need to go that way. That's where you need to be very careful with what you're doing, because I think that's right. Let's see. Yes, now they're right. So there's my earrings. Now the necklace, I'm going to choose, don't want one too long. Might go that one. That should just slide off with a bit of luck. Nope, I'm going to have to undo the jump hook and the jump ring so I can put my pendant on there. Oh, they're pretty strong too, which is really good. So I'll take that off. I might use another jump ring on that one. Go one a little bit smaller. I've got a smaller one than that. This is really good. There's about 4 different sizes in these, which is really, really good. Maybe that one might be better. So there's a variety of sizes of jump rings there too, which is really good. And it's a good buy where you got the whole set like that. Now where did my jump ring go? There we go. Just going to separate it. There. Does not want to meet up again. There we go. So I'll just thread my chain through. I've got a magnetized pliers and they just want to stick to everything. I don't think these ones are. I think they're magnetized. There we go. Then I'll hook the other one back up. And I'll find my little jump ring. There it is. My pliers, they just don't want to, everything wants to stick to it. And I'll put a little bead on the end of that other chain too. So there we go. There we go, and there's our pendant and the earrings that will go with the there we go. and I'll add a paper bead to the end of that, and maybe paper beads on these for dangles. So okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be very much appreciated, and I do thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please click on like, and God bless, and have a safe weekend. Bye.